Healthy and Delicious, the cooking show. A new episode starts right now.
California, welcome back to Healthy and Delicious. Today's a special, it's all about Cali. We made a mushroom stuff with crab, and now it is time to make some salmon. I have a trick, salmon on parchment paper, that's gonna allow to get a lot of flavor without using any pots or pan.
I love that. Easy cleanup. I'm all about that.
Yes.
And I love it because salmon is super great for us. And I'm going to top it with some herb relish and also put it with some veggies. So.
And salmon is delicious. It can come from both sides of the table because I'm telling you, the flavor and a little bit of that fat that the salmon has really goes for some really, really good grill there.
So true.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put everything in the parchment paper and let those flavors infuse with each other.
Which this is a French technique, right?
It is.
I thought so. How do you say it?
Saumon en papillote.
Papillote.
Sounds so fancy, right?
But it's really not too hard. I
It
love
is not
doing
hard
this
at all,
technique,
actually. Okay, so I'm going to have you cutting a little bit of those vegetables. So we have some asparagus and carrots. And as you do that, I'm going to season my salmon only one side.
Okay, and why only one side?
Because you're going to season your vegetable one layer down, one side too. So it's going to go layer to layer, and I'm going to just let the gravity work for me.
Okay.
So a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper.
Wow, that's a beautiful carrot over here. Look at the inside of that. It's like yellow. It's gorgeous.
Hey, that's California right there.
That's right. We got some good produce, and I want to I'm going to cut the carrots about the same size as the asparagus so that they cook at the same rate. So we don't have crunchy carrots and overdone asparagus, right?
Yes, that's exactly what we want. Overcooked carrots.
Nope, never, never ever.
Okay, I have a parchment paper over here.
So I'm going to put these over here?
Now you place it right there. Not exactly in the center, a little bit off.
Right here?
Exactly. And now we're going to dress it up.
Okay. What are you going to dress it up with? Madam Mark
So, that's enough.
That's good?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to put a little salt, a little pepper, and a little bit of olive oil.
Okay. I'll let you do the olive oil to give it a little flavor. We're only cooking at, what, probably?
375.
Okay.
Give or take. I'm going to put my salmon right on the top.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
And I know what you're going to top it with.
Butter! Why you even ask?
If you wanted to make my day, you could make it with the ghee. That would be better, right?
Well, a little bit better, but I want the butter to brown up to give a little more flavor, and it's going to be my vehicle to the salt too. So I'm going to close it down now.
All right.
It's a very simple, actually. You got to start with one side and just start to stir down like this. Close it down. So as long as it's kind of close, it's going to create some steam in there, and all the flavor will be inside. So you don't have to live with the smell of the salmon for days in your apartment or in your house. It's all contained.
Yeah, and it'll make it really tender too to steam it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
everything that is in there is very, very tender. It's your whole meal inside a little pepper.
Perfect. And then you only have to like rinse this dish because it's all contained.
It's all contained, yeah. Just a little rinse and you're ready to go.
All right, so we're going to put this guy in the oven. And what temperature?
375. You can go for 20 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so while that's baking, I'm going to go ahead and make our herb relish that's going to go on the top. So we're going to start with a little bit of champagne vinegar, but you could also do like white wine vinegar. Pretty much any vinegar that's got that whitish color will work.
No, I know that this is a little bit like your secret Relish recipe.
I love it.
Yes, and it is really good. It is really good with fish. It's very different than your traditional French beurre blanc, something very...
True.
I like
lighter.
it. It's very grassy.
Will you add a little bit of salt and pepper in here? We're going to use your technique. Get that dissolving in, and I'm actually going to add a little bit of honey at this point
Otherwise, you know, you test your dressing and it doesn't taste seasoned at all, and then later on, a few minutes later, the salt dissolves and it's too salty.
That's right. So I'm adding a little bit of honey to sweeten this. A lot of times, dressings will have a lot of sugar. So I like honey a little bit better.
That's California. You need a little bit of sugar in your dressing.
So we're going to let those mix together, and then while he's whisking...
By any means, we let those mix together means like I mix them up together.
Make him do the work. You're the boy. Okay, we're going to drizzle in this olive oil while he's whisking just to get that emulsification.
So it's like a dressing you're doing right now?
Pretty much, and then we're going to improve it. Okay. We're going to add on to the dressing. I'm going to pour. Just a little more.
Oh, yeah, I like your way of thinking now. Just put it in.
More efficient. All right, so now it looks like we're getting emulsified. Oh, I forgot something. I'm sorry. Dijon.
Dijon? How can you forget Dijon?
Couldn't.
Moutarde.
And that's going to actually help it keep that emulsification together, which is good.
That's true. It's like the glue.
It It is like the glue. All right, I think we're mixed. So now I'm gonna go ahead and mix in, I have some diced shallots here.
Shallots.
So I like shallots, they're kind of, they're an onion, right? But they are a little bit sweeter, I think, than onions.
They're fancy of the onion. They'll be the French of the onions.
I don't know about that. Okay, and then I'm gonna add in a little bit of toasted slivered almonds.
Ooh.
Give it a little bit of crunch.
Nice.
And then last but not least, our tarragon. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Estragon, yeah. Good.
So this has lots of great flavor. You could really do any herb. I've done this with cilantro. You could do it with parsley, but that is just gonna really give it some nice flavor.
The grassy finish to it too. It gives a little marmalade finish. I like it. It's very chunky.
Very chunky. That's how I like it. We could add, I might add a little bit more oil, just because olive oil is fantastic for us, and especially when we're finishing with it. We're not cooking with it. We're just,
And California have some of the best olive oil in the world.
We do have some great olive oil
Napa
here.
Valley. We never think about Napa Valley as olive oil producer, but they are.
Yeah, there we got some great stuff in Cali. Okay, so there's our relish.
Wonderful.
So should we?
Let's take a look on the salmon, and see if it's ready.
Okay.
Oh wow, yeah.
Good.
It does look pretty good.
All right.
Let's put them in the middle here. So now to finish a salmon properly, I'm just gonna place it into a plate, and all I have to do right now is to open up. So I have some scissors over here.
Okay.
And just gonna open up crosswise.
So pretty wide so we can get into the salmon, right?
Yes.
Look at that.
I wanna kind of open up and show the world.
Reveal the salmon.
Reveal the beautiful salmon, yeah.
Yum.
And we could put a little bit of your relish.
Beautiful.
And on the top.
And you get some extra sauce to go over it as well.
And you know what?
Look at that olive oil.
It is so beautiful, but it's missing one thing.
What?
To make it perfect and delicious, I cooked some lemon earlier. And they're beautiful. And I like to put just big chunks of lemon right on the top of it.
Okay,
That's gonna
I like
make
that
it
idea.
very Californian.
So how'd you cook them?
So I just put them into the same sheet right here with a little bit of sugar and salt on it and bake them in the oven for 20 minutes.
Beautiful. So can I cut them?
Yeah,
How you want?
so big chunks.
Okay.
So just a couple of big chunks we're gonna put right on the top here. And here it is.
So you can eat the rinds on this, right?
That's enough, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you can. And actually, matter of fact, they taste very different than if they will be raw. The oil and the natural essence inside the lemon kind of infuse in there and really gives you a nice lemon salsa. Exactly, that's perfect.
Yeah, it looks
and
good.
Just put that right on the top, like this. And it's rustic.
Those
it's
are so
beautiful,
good.
Right?
I tried them. I love lemon though, but that's delicious. Wow.
But look at that salmon, right?
It's
and with your relish and all those beautiful carrots and asparagus underneath, it is layers and layers of flavor.
I love it.
Let's try it out.
This is a healthy and delicious meal. This gets my approval.
Nice, you approve it.
Woohoo!
That doesn't happen that often.
I'm picky. What can I say?
It's staying moist. I mean, this is home right there. That is California. They just open up to you right there. Why you send a letter? Just send a little envelope with a salmon in there.
No. that could get a little weird.
That's true.
Delicious.
Let's take a quick break, huh?
All right.
And when we come back, we have some skirt steak. California, we are here.
A new episode will be posted every Tuesday and Thursday. So don't forget to subscribe right below or visit us website at www.hdcooking.tv.